What's up, people? Happy Halloween. It's Thursday. Guess what I am? Who can guess? People gave me a pretty good idea yesterday, so the other day. You have to position the mic correctly. Ninja Trader, yes. Someone said stop loss hunter. That is hilarious. That's actually kind of funny. I tried to do green candles as well, but the red goes better. And also the green might be picked up by this green screen. Let's see, I have to make sure I show the candlesticks. Wow. Anyone that's bad in the chat will get the falling knife. Ban knife. Don't catch a falling knife. Anyway. It is Thursday, day before NFP. Might as well make this a fun stream because I don't have high expectations. Don't have high expectations. Yeah, I'll do that. And then, let's see, where's my thing? Oh my god, it fell. Here we go. Which side is yeah, this one's. Alright, cool. We'll do it like that. Lit. This side is blocked by the mic a bit. It's lit. It's a fun stream. It's a fun Thursday. What can I do? What can I do? Not much. I don't know about today. Okay. Yeah. Are you guys bullish or bearish? What does the chat say? We are an NWOG opening. Most people, 44% bullish. Okay. Just unfortunate yesterday that longs and NQ didn't work out. The longs and ES, the same areas would have worked out, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So, in PCE data at 8:30 today. Open happening right now. We took out that SSL. This is already SSL. I'll mark out my NWOGs and such. Here we go. Yeah, we did tap into this NWOG just there, and we rejected the hourly. Yeah, Ninja Trader costumes. Yep. One hand should have been green and one red. I'm not getting red ribbons. I did one hand green candle, the other hand red candle. One side green, one side red. But yeah, how it goes. Just how it works here. Might as well make it a bit entertaining on Halloween, especially day before NFP. I mean, Get a gap down, right? Yeah. What I like found kind of interesting is on the 4-hour ES. Oh, now actually we took out all that low resistance liquidity run, right? All these wicks that stopped before in the CEs or stopped within the wicks of the other ones. Then we ran them all out overnight. Yeah. Yeah, we just straight up dropped it to open. Hmm. You know, we have like all this weekly LR, like on NQ especially, so I do wonder maybe the elections will finally cause it to, you know, displace and move towards this. So we have all these, this is really the sell side. It's all these wicks like that, but we'll see. The weekly candle yesterday was definitely looking way stronger in the morning, where it was like above last week's high. Now we're back below the weekly SIBI. See here. Okay, let's 950, 945 is Chicago PMI. First presented fair value gap is this one. Yeah. Cool. I'll be right back. A huge gap down. We're below all those midnight open, 8:30 open. My hair is gonna get in the way anyway, but whatever. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Hold this. So let's see. Started the morning off huge, pretty similar to like yesterday, honestly. Where we just went down, we took some sell side, we took pre-market sell side. Let's see any more NWOGs. Down here now we're like kind of at the 6 p.m. open Wednesday. That's probably an end dog or something. Yeah, this is potential sell side. I feel like to get here though might be high resistance. What is this? Like this week's low, right? Or last week's low? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have high expectations for today to reach there, I would say. So, quite extended. Today is like a good day to practice my discipline of not needing to get into a trade. The day before NFP, I don't like to do that anyway. So, but we'll see how it goes. There's an ES on the hourly. Let's put it to the 1. Yeah, ES is a bit stronger there. Reaching back up to its 930. Open, close to it. It's pushed past its first presented fair value gap there. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be similar to yesterday's open? I really don't have high expectations. I'd rather just watch to see. There's a 3-minute inversion, not yet. The 3-minute fair value gap is all the way like this for NQ. How are you guys doing? Let's see. Chat. Yo, that's so wild. Next year, you should do a different costume every day of October. That sounds expensive. It sounds like a lot of work. I think you're rejected from it. Going towards a new low of day. What's good with Microsoft's down 5%. Had earnings yesterday. Nvidia's down 2.6. Apple's flat. AMD's down 1.6. Why are you holding a knife? It's a falling knife. You don't want to. I'm keeping you guys safe from catching it. No, I'm not Harley Quinn. You guys are. Harley Quinn has like 2 different color hair. It's like pink and blue. Not my Harley Quinn. Most people got it right. Most people got it right at the beginning. Where is it? It's here. Put some of my candlesticks back on. My hair keeps like messing up the tape. So open what was like 4 or 5 minutes down now. ES is stronger, NQ is like near the lows. You guys want to know something? There were people in my neighborhood blasting fireworks at 5 a.m. this morning. Like, what? For Halloween? What's wrong with you, bro? It's crazy. The sunset yesterday was insane, though. You saw the sunset. New York, that was crazy. I have the new phone, and honestly, I don't know how to set it up completely. I'm not sure if I set it up completely. I need Siri. I like talking to Siri. I'm like, oops. I'm always like, oh, where Siri? Where are you? Because I lose it on my phone. He's like, I'm over here. Hack. What are we doing? I mean, NQ is near the lows. You have day before NFP. You have Nvidia down 3%. Microsoft's down 5%. I had earnings yesterday. I don't have many more targets for lower for NQ, so I'm just chilling right now. Yeah, I don't think that weekly low is going to get taken today. It would probably get taken during NFP or elections. Could get bought up in this volume imbalance again. I don't know. It's not a clean marketplace. Let's see here. NQ is probably going to make like a slightly like lower lows on the day, but nothing for me to like where the risk is worth it if you get it. Yep, new low of day NQ. Let's see here. I don't really have any more targets, honestly. What targets are you guys looking at? One more. I mean, I can mark it, yes, last week's low, but honestly, I don't think it does and whatever. But it's not like I'm going to short to their extreme discount. See what this 4-hour close is like in 13 minutes. We had that 9:45 news that probably did cause it too. Is that what that happened? Yeah. 9:45 a.m. news. It's probably a daily wick, yeah. I honestly hate when points of interest are wicks. Just like more annoying. We're dying. What are we down? We're down 1.5% on NQ. I'm honestly wearing the red. It definitely is knifing. Like, guys, I'm sorry. Don't catch the falling knife. Ah! God. This market, it's funny. See, what's chat saying? I'm gonna read the chat. People are watching the NWOG. It's not Mortal Kombat. I'm a ninja trader. Come on. Hello. Yeah, this is literally like the charts are literally knifing. Wow. Yeah. Don't catch a falling knife. What's up with ES? Are we below weekly low on ES? Did Ninja Trader pay you to do this? No, they don't even know I'm doing that. I'm not wearing their logo or anything either. It's a pun, people. When I was 18, I was in senior high school. My costume was Dunkin' Donuts. I just like wore my basketball uniform and I had like a tray of like Dunkin' Donuts. It's like Dunkin' Donuts. I love puns, so punny. Anyway, I was looking at ES. We're below last week's low on ES, yeah. Huh. Well. Where is your headband, Ninja Trader? That's funny. You know, I did get a headband. But I think it's too big and I don't like it. It didn't come with the costume. I literally bought like the Naruto knife. And I bought like a Naruto like red headband, like Sakura's headband. But when I put it on, it was so boxy. It was too big. We're gonna need a Costin to be bullish someday. It's not. It doesn't. You guys were mostly bullish, yeah. Didn't work out for. I mean, thankfully there was not really like a false market structure shift to the upside or anything, or like a 1 minute anything to be considering bullish. It just is completely dying there, right in there. Oh, interesting. I was bullish yesterday, honestly, but and then I literally got stopped at like right there, and I was like, all right, I'm done. But honestly, I did end up trading a bit in the afternoon, and that was like pretty pointless because pretty much ended up the same because I overtraded yesterday. So it's just like I wasted my own time. The 4 p.m. Yeah. We're dying there. Honestly, though, it's like it's kind of crazy. That happened at 9:30. Yeah. Let's see. Any more NWOGs? I guess I have to mark out more NWOGs now. Slice through that one. The last 5. CES took out a previous weekly low that I wanted to mark out. Yo, Tanya, how do you deal with extreme FOMO? Sometimes I see my model A plus, but it's not at the right time. Maybe before news or macros or some event, and I feel the strongest urge to get in. I honestly think that you just need some more screen time experience, and like you'll see. Just like remember that most people that are capitalizing on this move, like most of them are going to lose their money just statistically. So you just want to make sure you don't want to become a statistic where you're chasing price. And then also just remember that your model presents itself every day. And then also with more experience, you're gonna build some intuition on those areas where you're like, okay, this is actually an exception where I will get in, where I will take the trade, and put on some risk. Even if it isn't like the right time or something. But because of movement earlier or narrative, etc. Like, and it's just like being patient. Yes, yeah, modern tech life. True. Where did I learn trading from? ICT. Let's see. Where's presented fair value? Wow, we're so far from it now. How many points are we from it? Let's see. 157 points. And let me think about this. In the daily, how many did we move? I feel like we moved more than average. Yeah, 310 points-ish. Not sure how much ES wants to dig here into this area. Could dig into 50% of this, honestly. I don't really have much of a crazy market. The 5-minute looks like this on ES. Okay. The previous NWOX, NQ broke through, coming back into. Someone said that they got stopped out and then watched price run to their target. Oh, that's going to happen a lot if you end up being a trader, you know? I want to make a meme, honestly. I want to be like, might as well. I'm trying to make a meme. Okay. Then I can screenshot it. There's nothing else for me to do here, honestly. We just like dumped 150 points. It's too funny. Day before NFP, honestly, I didn't think that we'd expand this much. So, I honestly don't feel FOMO. Why? We have elections coming up. Like, that's going to induce a lot of volatility in the marketplace, so I'm not really worried about missing anything before that. You guys check out, like, make sure you know if your firm is allowing you to trade during elections in a Top Step Live accounts. They said we can't take a trade like during the Asia session, essentially, I think. And just make sure, because that's kind of smart of the firm, though, because there's so much volatility. It's just basically probably going to be something like NFP. Just knifing. We're knifing and knifing on the day. Most people were bullish, I think, yeah. In the chat poll, which is interesting. I mean, some days you guys get it right, sometimes you don't. I always like to just see it as a sentiment indicator. All right, that's better. This plastic, I think I'm supposed to take off. Still going lower. Don't catch a falling knife, people. What does that mean, right? Like some people always ask me, what does that mean? It just means literally don't try to buy when there's no shift. Just like trying to buy the bottom, you know? I don't try to be a hero like that. I wasn't really overall bullish though today. I just didn't. There was not really any type of trade for me that I wanted to get into. It's just like even when we started out the day, we were gapping down, extreme discount below all the 8:30 midnight open, and yeah, only possible trade is like if you were so bearish, like this rejection, and then kind of like went in here short or something. I don't care enough to do that. I don't think that's like an A+ setup for me. Trying to be more selective. Even just like day before NFP, it's just smart enough. Even before elections. So I honestly, yeah, that's how I don't feel any FOMO. It's like knowing that the market is here every day. And, you know, I booked a loss yesterday. It doesn't mean I have to get it back today. I have a whole career ahead of me. Checked it from the NWOGs. That's kind of interesting. Why is it like that? 5. The one is not showing that lower one. Was there like any world news that came out? Or no? It's just dumping because to dump. Let's see here. Let me read the chat. How's chat doing today? It's behaving? It's just the earnings? Yeah, I agree. It's last day of the month. Yeah. Now, Apple and Amazon earnings are today. That is going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to be at chart just to watch it. I always think that's fun. It's popcorn's time. The market reminds you of your ex, says Kai. Me, honestly, same. I actually don't know how the metaphor for that one. Dun, dun, dun. You missed first presentation fair value gap? I don't think I missed it. I marked it out when it happened. Just because I just didn't want to take the trade doesn't mean I missed anything. You're a ninja trader. Yes. Because it's Halloween, it's spooky season, you guys, and that's why we're dumping, yeah. NVIDIA is responsible for this, says Margot. Track out TF for the £5 donation. Thanks. Let me make sure I have that. Okay. So, says Tanya, can you explain the set button on the right hand corner when you look at the daily chart? Yeah, people have different opinions about this. I have set on. Takes into account use settlement as close on daily interval. So it's going to look slightly different if you don't have it on or off. You can see here the wicks and such. It's because someone that I know, he does a lot of research. He did a whole thread on that and showed the differences between set on and off and what was the other one? Or BA adjusted, like BADJ, and basically came to a conclusion to have both of them on. I believe ICT has them off though, but I don't do everything the same. Okay. Let's see here. Oops. Okay. I mean, we'll end up seeing if we end up. It's very unlikely that we're gonna have this like huge push up higher, invert this 5-minute close above this, and like go all the way up. It's just unlikely. So let's actually ask the chat to vote. What do you guys think will happen next? Let's see the 10-950 to 10-10 macro. Honestly, I don't really have. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not particularly bullish, obviously, but we did pause at the CE of the daily wick. But I would need like this strong 5-minute shift or something to get involved with that, and it's just likely not to happen. Because ES is at it's at its lows of the day actually. Lower than NQ now. Ooh, it's a little chilly in here. Okay. Look for longs unless DXY takes 10 p.m. high. Honestly, I haven't been looking at DXY so much lately. For indices, at least. Weekly low was taken, you're done for the week. Honestly, I wouldn't be done for the week. I think it could continue for other weekly lows. I don't know. I'll be surprised if we hit that today. Day before NFP, honestly. NQ relentlessly spooling lower. That's what someone said, yeah. Kind of, yeah. What ended up happening? Rejected, another NWOG, and then, you know, just kind of making deep moves. Another thing you can think about is, okay, this move is going to leave some points of interest later. Like, it's going to leave in 1 hour fair value gap later. You know, it's not the end of the world. The price doesn't just like continue forever in one direction. So falling knife. Guys, I gotta switch to just trading trend lines and bear flags. I quit. Oh my god, imagine ICT's listening to this right now. He does listen before sometimes he doesn't like say hi. Then randomly just pops in like, what? That's like the funniest thing. Like he really is the ghost in the machine. But that's another strategy entirely. I'm trolling, yeah. Hi, ICT. You guys are funny. I should call him. Hello, please give signal. And then he'd be like, why? He'd be like, why are you even streaming? I said, don't touch the price until after elections. Like, for fun. For the Halloween. Tiny G's is standard deviation projections ever. Yeah, I do. Anya's mad. Yeah, I'm so mad. I actually did, you want to kill people? That's quite the assumption. Don't assume. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. 10-15 mental game reminder. That's actually great. Oh my gosh. My other phone's gonna continue ringing. Okay. Cool. My other phone still has. You guys, I have to make sure that everything's set up. I mean, I have to log into all my accounts again on my new phone, and then I'll return this. But honestly, I hate doing. I don't like doing all the technology stuff. Honestly, there's a TV in this office. Like, it took me like a month to figure out my TV in my living room because my apartment came with a TV, 2 TVs. I don't even like put this one on yet. Like you guys saw in the background of the Ninja Trader stream. I don't even know. Like, why would I use a TV in this room? I kind of don't want one. I kind of want to ask my handyman, like take it to take it down, to dismount it or unmount it, whatever it is. Yankees lost. That's what I use my TV for. Next year. And I was in Florida when man, the first game was horrible. The grand slam in the last inning. That was horrible. Oh my god, that was heartbreaking. That's when your stop loss is hit. The trade starts going your direction, then stop loss is hit. Let's put a vote to the chat. Do you guys think this is a reversal? Do you think the low of day is in? Let's put that, actually. I kind of want to see. Let's see. I'm a stop loss hunter. I think that's fun. That's a good one. I'm a stop loss hunter. Stop loss hunter. The CE of the daily wick is what I was looking at here, I believe. Well, this is a weekly. Let me see here. It's the weekly wick. What, the daily? What was I looking at? This is actually, I marked out, wanted to mark at the order block. I don't know why I did that so sloppily, but we did make the mean threshold on ES. So it could just be a short-term little bouncy bounce. Stop all this. Huge Sibi on the 5. Meow, meow, meow. See here. How does NQ react here? That's going to be kind of telling on the 5. Stalling. That's not going to be great. It wicked it. Not strong displacements. There's no shift. It's just back in this area here. See, what do people vote for in the chat? 50-50. 54% yes, the low is in. That's interesting that it's like 50-50 like that. Let's watch. I mean, it's 10:20. Honestly, you guys, I really do feel like 10:20 is like always a time. If I get into a trade at 10:20, maybe it's just recency bias. I'm gonna look into my journal. I do feel like 10:20 is never a good time for me. I don't see anything anyway. We just wicked that. We have a huge Sibi here on the 5. No doesn't shift here. No way to think. Yes, it's like much weaker actually. Yeah, this one looks like an inside candle. It seems like it's be ugly action. Perhaps we had a huge move during the first before 10. We hit this by 10 a.m. actually. Yeah, we hit this small point of interest. It's a C of a daily wick here. So I believe it could be just consolidating for the rest. Let's see here. I love you, I'm sorry. I love Gracie Abrams, so fun. Let's see here. What is it called? Yeah. Live chat. Okay. There's this tape on my hair, whatever. Honestly, it's better that the candlestick is on my hair now. I can see it better. We roll with it. We roll with it. Roll with the punches. Where's my knife? Anyone like just tuning in is like, the hell? What's she talking about? Her knife. We don't condone violence. I'm just a ninja. Ninja. Oh my gosh. Do you guys ever watch Ryan Higa? That was like one of the OG YouTubers. I loved him. It's like, OMGG, you cannot see me, I am unseen, seen, cannot see me cause I'm a ninja, ninja. And this is the part where people are like, does she have ADHD? I just like Ryan Higa. He's one of the OG YouTubers. What happened to him? I know he did like some films later. Who here, like, how to be ninja, how to be gangster, how to be a nerd. That was like the original YouTube. I can't believe I'm a YouTuber now, honestly. That's so fun. Like, that's like one of those things where you're like, oh, I have like maybe one day. And then can't believe it. She is so weird. Reminds me of Smosh. Smosh is also OG YouTube. What's my audience demographic? Male to female. I've checked this with other traders as well, other YouTubers. And it's 95% male, 5% female. Sometimes it fluctuates. I think my live stream is more female, actually. It's 90% male and 10% female. So slay, if you're a female watching this, you're in the minority. This industry is like that. And when I was in Florida, a bunch of traders, so fun. But I was pretty much the only woman at the table of like 7 guys. You know, thankfully one dinner we had someone's wife, so that's cool. But you know, one day hopefully we'll have more women traders at the table. Not many. That's okay. That's okay. I'm pretty much used to that. I mean, I did a lot of male-dominated things, I suppose, with growing up. Like, I was in Taekwondo. I did biomedical engineering. And I did engineering. And so shifting to finance wasn't really that big of an issue. Plus, it's all online, and like the world's getting better and better, more progressive. So yeah, cheers to that. I have some Saratoga still spring water. That tea trade has influenced me to, you know, stop drinking out of plastic bottles. I was gonna stop doing it anyway, but like he's on the health nut. He's very much a health nut. So cheers. And this is water. Thank you. Because the chat, honestly, I shouldn't even say anything. The chat always goes crazy. They're like, no, that's vodka. That's tequila. Drinking straight out of the bottle, huh? Yeah. It's only me here, so. Don't let feminism blind you from that. LOL. What? Blinding me from what? I don't think. I'm not a feminist. The current definition of that has gone so diluted anyway. I'm just very happy I can, you know, pay for my own bills and such. I don't have to, you know, back in the day, marriage was more of a financial contract than like about love, you know? So, yeah, very lucky to live in modern times where you can have more choices. Anyway, so like we talked about, let's see on NQ, this with this now here. That was like little, let's tape read this, but I definitely did anticipate, you know, this being choppy. I do wonder, is it actually going to be a quick move lower? It's inverting this now. Not sure, but it took some buy side, a tiny bit there, and then it retraced. I don't know if it's going to have enough juice to hit new low of day, but you know, majority of chat did say yes, 52%. Low days in. That's going to be interesting to see. Low day. Or I honestly think it's going to be kind of choppy. It might stop again here. Let's see here. If it does hit new low day, I don't think it's going to be a clean move, but I will tape read this. 1028. I think it's still good to practice this. Just don't think it's enough for me to get involved with my own real money though. ES, new low of day actually. Quite interesting here. So we have a slight SMT there on the 1 minute, but when we have these moves like this, it's like, okay, one of them is always going to be a little delayed, you know? But it's interesting because, you know, NQ is definitely the weaker one at first, and because of earnings season. So let's see here. NQ is almost down 2% on the day. ES is down 1.39. Typically is like that. NQ is always going to be more drastic moves, right? Because it's less stocks and it's growth stocks. It's just more volatile. Let's see. It did invert this. And ES going to new low day. So I'm actually very interested to just see if this ends up going to new low day. And how will it, or more importantly, I'm interested to see how it will deliver to new low day. And how long it would take. You know? Reversal's ugly. Let me ask the chat, did you guys take a trade yet today? Or are you just like staying out before elections? Honestly, yeah, like the recent price actions got fatigued me a bit. And also it's day before NFP. I honestly, there's no reason, even if it dumps, like that's quite usually the minority thing, day before NFP to be like clean. Did you take a trade today? And then I'll put, yes, I'm green, yes, I'm red. Yes, and I'm green. Yes, and I'm red. And then no trade for me. Start poll. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting there. Did dig back into that 1 minute fair value gap, just like a tad, actually to the tick probably. Oh no, it didn't. Is it on the 30 that it did? Let's see. No, it didn't even come back into it. So that's quite the fast push down lower. On the 32nd. Yeah, inverted this. And came back into this order block and then just started pushing lower quite quickly. Cool. Cool to watch. You kind of say, okay, yeah, definitely not longing here. Just staying safe. ES made a new low day. Let's see how it delivers. Is it going to deliver to new low day here? This huge pause is so annoying. If I was in this trade, I'd be so annoyed. Let's see, what time did ES hit that new low of day though? Like you should probably take partials anyway if that happens. So hit it around here, 928, be here anyway. So nah. Probably wouldn't. yeah, the delivery is not low resistance then, because it's pausing, coming back into the range again. So it's quite possible it's going to be gyrating back and forth. Or, let's see, gyrating back and forth like that, whatever. I don't know. Let's see. What did most people do? Most people did not take a trade. Yeah. Pretty smart. I honestly, like, someone did ask me, like, Tanya, how do you not FOMO? It truly is more screen time experience. Like, how do you not feel FOMO? We moved down 150 points or something. It's just more, like, I've lived through watching price action pretty much every day for like 4.5 years now. And, I've lived through some extreme price action situations. Like I was part of the GME. Ooh, that was a crazy time. That's probably the most emotional ever. And I was like only trading for a year and a half at that point. That was crazy. The whole push up, I did have long some options there before the first huge push. And then I also did catch like the third one or the second one. When Lululemon had that crazy, recall news on treadmills and stuff like that, I was trading Lululemon options. It's just, what else? Like a billion things happened. The Russia like invading Ukraine, the crazy price action after that. You had the current conflict in the Middle East with missiles being launched there. So you just get used to it. You literally just have to get used to watching volatile moves happen. And honestly, just replay them too. You could maybe, if you don't have the time to watch it every day, like it's good to screen record and then put it on like a fast, what is that called? When it speed it up, whatever it's called. You see, I'm not good at technology. Fast forward. Put it on like whatever, 10 times speed. And then watch it back. I mean, or you can watch it on TradeZella has replay features. FX replay. Yeah, it's important to watch a candle's form, like open, high, low, close, not just like like that. That's the whole point. And if you approach the market from anything, if you approach the market from an area of curiosity versus, oh, I have to make money, or like everything's on the line, approach it from a mind frame of curiosity, and it'll help you a lot better. Just be like, oh, I'm curious to see where the market goes next, or like, oh, this matches my model. I'm going to enter, and I'm curious to see if this is going to work out, right? Not putting so much pressure on the outcome, because even if it's important, even if the outcome is wrong, like the loss doesn't mean that the decision was the wrong one. Okay, that's an important thing to think about. You took all the facts in the moment, and you still took your plan. If you did your plan, and your plan didn't pan out, that doesn't mean that you made the wrong decision just because it was a loss. Okay, you have to see it through for probability's sake. And the other thing, kind of interesting, that you guys are voting 50-50 was the low end for the day or not. I do feel like lots of people are getting hurt right now in this type of chop because super interesting study about gamblers. Even when they lose money, they get a hit of dopamine versus normal people being studied. They only get a hit of dopamine when they win money. Gamblers, they also get the hit of dopamine, the pleasure, even from losing money. And the biggest hits of dopamine, there was another study, was when the outcome was 50-50, right? Then it's really just uncertainty, and people get more excited about what the outcome is going to be. And you have to be careful in those senses. Those are the situations where people are most likely to lose money in the market, when it's like kind of like a 50-50 situation and you're like, oh, I want to see anyway. Let me just try the trade out just to see. That's always the worst decision probably you can make. From my own experience, right? And also some science, from science too. Like, you don't want to get addicted. You have to manage your emotions. Obviously, like, having a great win, it's going to feel amazing. And then you might be wanting to keep chasing that. You have to keep everything, like, try to keep it as smooth as possible. Just being aware of that is super important. Yeah, I do wonder how it's going to deliver here. So what happened? It inverted on the 1 minute, paused right before, came back, repriced to the inversion again. Still hasn't hit it. Just like gyrating. Let's see ES on the 1 minute. Yeah. You're essentially on ES. Yeah, kind of cleanly did follow bearish order flow here. After hitting previous week's low. This 4-hour order block, it paused for a bit. Wait, where is it? The daily? But like I said, it could just be a momentary pause. And now it's back to new lows of the day. See the daily here. The weekly CE. It's a little bit lower. Like, we could definitely spool a bit lower there. See? We had the initial pause, but then it broke down again. So let's see if it ends up coming there again. Lower. Whatever, that's fine. I don't have to mark it out with the price tag. Okay, new low day for NQ there. And all it is wicking it. Interesting. Yeah, I do like to look at this always. Just the 5. Here it did come up. No 5-minute FEGs, but on the 3. Oh, kind of sloppy there, yeah. Yes. It just came back into the 5-minute order block. Rejected. Create another 5-minute order block. Came back into it again. This candle rejected. So I wonder if this candle will continue to distribute lower for ES. It's interesting how now ES is sort of weaker in that sense. It's like made new lows consistently since 1013. Right? It's a bit more moved further away, below its previous low. See on the 5 on Q, what's going on here? We left a BPR on the 5. It's a little bit messy. Yeah, that's a little messy. Left a BPR. I did tap into BPR again. Here, could come back again. So, Anubis Trades is done for the week. 69K profit LFG. Let's go, bro. Who saw that video with Dodgy at the car show? And then he goes, I'm like, oh yeah, it's my first time I met some people in person. It's cool. And I'm like, it's the first time I got recognized. And he goes like, it's like my 69th time getting recognized. Oh man, I was like, okay, bro. GG. Okay. Here actually, yeah, it came back into this inversion. That's what did it on the 5? Or no? No, I'm not paying enough attention. No, it didn't come back. So it's gonna mark that out for later. I mean, honestly though, probably gonna do something crazy or like annoying, like, you know, kind of spin spooling. So I don't know. I love my sound effects. He's very sarcastic. Yeah, he's just like that. Same in real life. But I will say though, during my stream, he was very focused. Like he's no shenanigans during trading hours. So that's good for him. That's good. He's a natural troll. Agree. Oh no, the paintbrush. Now, did you guys like? Let me ask you. Should I do more collabs? Let's see. Should I do more? 10:50 macro's about to start. Oh my god, Dodgy's here. Oh my god, you guys! I said I was like, yo, with including other people. I think Justin Whirlin will do one. Yeah, that's funny. What's up, Dodgy? Make you moderator. Dodgy, how did you invent IFUGs? That's funny. He didn't invent them, but he certainly did popularize them. Like, you have so many people on Instagram, like, doing literally his strategy. I honestly feel like they did buy your course or whatever. Like, they've seen enough of your trades where they know what you're taking. I honestly can tell most of the time whether a trade is probably, like, he's going to take it. But I could definitely learn more about like the ones that he filters out and considers like A+ and such. I think it's always interesting. I mean, it's a double-edged sword when you know other traders' strategies, because I'll see something and be like, oh yeah, you know, T-Trade's definitely going to take that probably, and like, oh, Dodgy's taking that one, right? And I might not necessarily agree with it myself or manage trades the same way. So, but hey, I'm a live streamer, and I've always liked to just talk about the different types of models that are present, even if they're not mine. Like, I'll still tape read it. It's good practice anyway, and maybe you'll learn to figure out something. So you can see here, like, ES pretty much following. Yeah, that order flow, like I said, it's like cleaner than NQ, certainly. Right? Came back into these order blocks. Let's see if we end up going into this CE of this weekly wick. I mean, like I said, I don't really have many price targets. Let's see here, what else is there? What else is cooking here in this area? Not much. 4 hour maybe. And we already passed this like low. Not much cooking there. Can just continue. Yeah. Whole point is like, don't try to catch a falling knife. There's no shifts higher. You're bullish. I never saw any sort of reason to get long. Remember, we filtered out this potential. This is why I say, like, if there's a daily point of interest or 4 hour or more, I typically like to just wait for the 5 minute, because honestly, you can see here, there's no displacement, just wick this, right? That's not a market structure shift. Even this is like, honestly, is this really a swing high? Debatable. On the 3 it is. And then, yeah, inversion. And how long did it take after inverted this to go to new low day? I do want to kind of journal that. See? Inverted it here to new low day. Did take 12 minutes to move, 31 handles. I'm okay with that, because a lot of times, NQ will give you 30 handles in 5 minutes or less. This move was a slow grind lower. See if it ends up hitting previous weekly low by 11:10. 10:50 macro about to start. 5-minute here. It is kind of surprising that we still haven't hit previous weekly low for NQ. We did for ES. You know, look at the weekly. ES has made a swing high on the weekly, actually. This one, or it's currently making one, actually, because this body candle is higher than that one. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it really depends though. Like we have earnings after hours today that could change everything. I will be watching it at 4 p.m. Bring my popcorn. What is it? Amazon Apple today. So literally it could definitely change the daily candles and the narrative and everything. Then you have NFP tomorrow. But I would prefer it to close, the weekly to close, strong body close candle lower. Anyway, let's see. And there's no FOMO because then this is literally creating the candle on a higher time frame. Then later we'll be using what is it called? We'll be using points of interest for. Make sure I get the right previous weekly low. Yeah. Yeah. Only about 10 handles away from that. See here, you guys behaving in the chat. Let's read the chat again. Said you are blind. But no way, like 200 people just said dodgy raid. I left the chat. I'm sorry. Let me see. Dodgy raid. Oh, okay. It's funny. I am blind though. I have to go to an eye doctor so I can get the last time I went to the eye doctor was like last October. Every year my eyesight gets a little worse, just like 0.25. But still, because of 4 monitors. And I want to get those blue light glasses that T-Trace has. Hopefully it'll help my eyesight and not getting worse. But however, I need to find a new eye doctor because mine died. Freak accident. Sad, very sad. She hit her head in the bathroom and then bled out, essentially. Had a coma. Was in a coma for 3 days. Super sad. She lived alone. Honestly, yeah, I'm scared of being a klutz because I do have lack of spatial awareness, clumsy sometimes. I'm being very careful to slow down because I do get bruises on my leg. Anyway, that's like a fear of me just like getting into a freak accident too. But anyway, I need to find a new eye doctor in New York City. If you guys have any suggestions, people living in New York, drop it in the chat. Someone that like takes pictures of your retina. Like I want the machine that takes pictures of your back of your eye too. We gotta do that. We just hit previous weekly low right at 1050. Oh yeah, I want to open up the chat. Bubble wrap everything. I am an eye doctor. I have to stop twirling the knife near my eye. Let's see here. Wear a helmet, OMG. I know, right? I had like a concussion earlier this year. No, it was not dark humor. She actually died. Drop it cold like that. I don't know how to like say it in a softer way. So I don't know. Rest in peace. Thank you, people. Dodgy raid. Yeah, okay, I see it. That's funny. Tanya, do you trade Tanya, do you trade price action using ICT concepts? No, I have a magic crystal ball and I ask the chat and then we just do whatever. You know, we shake the magic 8-ball. I ask it, should I go long? It goes like, the answer is certain. And then I full port. And then, you know, I lose in front of like 5,000 people. And then they say you're washed. And then like I say it's okay because it's like the magic 8-ball is going to be right eventually. So, you know, you just have to keep full porting. And then eventually one of them's going to work, you know. So there you go. That's my strategy in like 3 minutes or less. You're not funny. I wasn't trying to be funny. I was actually explaining my strategy there. I trade lunar cycles. Very true, yeah. You know, Tom Hoggard literally did research that, which is honestly incredible. Good for him. He was like, I actually did research the tides in New York City and the moon cycles to see if that had an effect on the markets. There are some people that actually do that. But no, he doesn't use that. He said that he researched it, which is cool. Again, approach it from a level of curiosity. Have to remember market profile days. Today is Thursday reversal day. Okay, congrats if you took the short then. Tanya, please ask Apex to register with the FSCA in South Africa. You think I have like some pull? I think they ban it. Whatever countries are banned is because the US has restrictions on those countries for trading futures, and so then those prop firms, they want a path to live for everyone. So that's why some certain countries are banned, because then it would be too complicated for them to move those countries into live accounts. Let's see here. Previous weekly low hit. Honestly, all these other weekly lows, I want to see how today closes. If we close a strong close today, like below CE of this, yeah, I think that's what I would be determining. I'm definitely going to be very interested in all these lows here. Or, yeah, perhaps tomorrow, perhaps next week. But essentially, maybe finally we're getting a move out there. Let's see here. Dodgy rate. Someone said Diddy rate, which is wild. I think someone when I was in Spirit Halloween, there was like these kids and they were like, I'll be 1,000 bottles of baby oil or some shit. It was crazy. Ugh. Next topic. I like watching her channel during trading sessions, says Greed Marks, but damn, her cringe mode sometimes hits like tsunami. I find it familiar as how I act at work. Cringe level 10,000. What is that? What it's called? It's the Super Saiyan thing? No, level 9,000, right? Cringe level 9,000. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm being myself. Okay, let me remember what I was gonna do. Okay. We did that. We hit that. Honestly. So what was the trade? The trade I could see, and honestly not one I would have taken anyway, was when we rejected this cleanly, like quickly. And that was kind of intriguing to me. And I think that was probably the best trade of the day. But I honestly didn't think that we'd have such a move lower the day before NFP. Sure, we had like overnight large move session also. So again, I said today was really about the discipline. Let's see here. I think most of you guys didn't take a trade, right? Barbie, Barbie girl. Should have been Barbie or something. No, it's not as fun. I like Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader. Like literally today, it's fitting that I'm wearing red, mostly, and red candlestick on the knife. I mean, obviously it's a falling knife. So, that is fitting. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're hitting the previous weekly low. Again, I would not look for any sorts of bullishness. Like you could have some retracement back up to here or something. I would not look for a bullish shift unless there was like an obvious 15-minute shift. It's a weekly point of interest. And this price action does make me more inclined to be continuously bearish, right? So I'm not like feeling FOMO using this data for later. And honestly, I can't wait until elections are over. Like, then finally we'll have larger ranges. I did trade during the last election, but I wasn't trading ICT concepts. I was trading just like retail. I used to trade like on. I used to trade VWAP, EMAs, and patterns and volume. It just didn't work out for me. It's never consistent. It's not as clean. What I like the most about ICT concepts is like there's a clear stop loss and take profit, and there's like a clear way of looking at the market. Like you could choose whatever you want that makes sense to you, and that makes sense to me. And I think it's more precise. I've never seen the same amount of precision before, really. So that's what I like about it the most. So it's just a really good lens of seeing the market, in my humble opinion. Why don't you trade gold? You know, my friends do trade. Okay, I've heard multiple opinions about gold. Some my friends, Dodgy says gold is crap. But then I have my other friend Nick, he's doing well with gold. I don't know. Maybe I'll add it to my list eventually, but that takes time. That's going to take time and back testing first. Like there's a certain amount, the level of steps you need to do. I've been watching NQ now for 2 years, every day basically, so I know how it moves. Essentially, like pretty much have a good idea. And gold, if I'm going to add another asset, it's going to take some time, and I don't feel like I need to. I'm profitable using NQ to trading NQ. Why would I just like? I don't know. Maybe just like if you want to take more trades, You're opening up yourself to more risk. Maybe I could open up a separate account for that, or I don't know about crude oil too. My friends trade crude oil and gold. I'll ask the chat. Do you guys trade that? Let's see here. Put a little poll. I love polls. You guys like clicking the buttons for the polls too. I mean, I love polls. Okay. Very happy. No falling knife. Maybe we'll do a Q&A. What happened? So 69% said, haha, that is hilarious. 69% said collab with other traders. That is kind of funny. Considering like someone made a joke and we mentioned the other joke too. What happened? What was the question I was going to say? Oh yeah, do you change? Distracted by the other two. Right, yes and no. And / or crude oil. Kind of interested. Yeah, we're continuously dumping past previous week low. Very happy with not looking for any bullishness. The bearishness just was clean cut from here. Honestly, I didn't want to get involved. It's day before NP, saving my capital, my mental capital. But considering all this, we continue dumping throughout the day. Yeah, we could end up really just continuing towards these stacked lows, essentially. LR. I don't know. Still, it's like wicking it on the 5. Interesting. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. I want to see if you guys trade gold. Oh, I want to ask also, do you guys trade futures or Forex or both? Kind of want to get to know the audience. Cringe level 9,000. Yeah, stack more NWOGs on here. You put the last 10 or something. Okay. Interesting. And what is this other one? Why is it like a line there? Weekly. Yeah, that's a week. That's like a. Oh, it's something I wouldn't have really looked at too much. That's also a volume imbalance on the weekly. You can see on set. It's also there on set, whether you have it or not. The 5 on ES, it's just continuously dropping. Didn't make any more order blocks. Didn't really come back into any FEGs on the 5. Just making strong moves lower. We're down 2.3% NQ. Wow. It's more than average, certainly. Let's see. Just click the number on the keyboard the time frame you want. How do you change intervals so fast? Oh, I think someone's like answering that. Yeah, how do I change interval so fast? So like I'll press 5 and then or 15. Now it's on the 15. 1 would be 1 minute. 1H is 1 hour. 4H would be 4 hours. You know, It's especially if I want to move fast. Right now, though, I'm chilling. Primary downtrend. It's algorithmically going to... What's my skincare routine? I spend a lot of money on skincare, actually. Honestly, people like ask me, I don't have like the best skin. But it's improving. I literally do. I pay for like to go get like facials, and extractions, whatever. And then recently started tretinoin, and we'll see how that goes. What else? HA serum is good. And well, that's a very large candle there on the 2. Like I said, that could just be a retracement here. I'm not taking inversions and such here. Previous weekly low was hit. Yeah, I need like 15-minute or at least a 5-minute very obvious shift, you know? So 5-minute shift would be like all the way up here at this point because that's a swing high. It's up here. Well, HA serum, okay. I use this expensive moisturizer from Skin Cuticles. I also use this HA thing from Skin Cuticles. It's very expensive. What else? The cleanser I use is from Epion's. That's basically it. Like I'm starting out trying to like once a week or whatever. But I didn't even use it because I went to Florida and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna wear this well. So it's a retinoid. It's gonna make your skin dry, especially in the sun. But yeah, I mean, I try. It's like I'm telling you, it's the lighting and whatever else. It's not the best. But it's okay. It's better than what it was. Women, 50% of women have acne, hormonal acne. So, and I'm not special in that I don't. So. And it's makeup too. I am wearing makeup today, obviously. Let me see here. What about sunscreen? Yeah, I do use the sunscreen. Oh, you know what I really like actually? And I don't think this is too expensive. Great Barrier Relief from Crave Beauty. It's just like a serum that's really helps your skin barrier. And which sunscreen I use? I don't know. I use a sunscreen. That's like expensive too. It's either Epion's or Skin Cuticles. But I actually bought the Crave Beauty sunscreen recently, so we'll see what's up with that. Some people are against sunscreen. The chat, what do you guys think? Some people think sunscreen causes cancer. I feel like the data is mixed on that. I have looked into that, but it's wear a physical one, not a chemical one. That's not good for the oceans. Stop eating sugar and carbs, and your skin will look much better in general. I don't really eat a lot of sugar or carbs. You know? I think that's misplaced advice because it is oftentimes hormonal and cortisol, stress hormone. You know? You guys stress me out. You guys ask me some crazy questions in the chat. And also just inherently this job is quite stressful, even though I'm always calm about it. That's just the name of the game. Okay, what did I mark out here? We had like all we have here is a 1-minute breaker. It's not anything I care about really. Just like here, that could fail. I care more about the 5-minute. You have a 5-minute Sibi here. And it is rejecting from that. We have this NWOG right below. So let's see, because that's kind of a strong rejection there. Now we're having this, see this, does it end up being an inversion? Kind of do want to tapering at this at the very least. Are we going to get to this NWOG? Slash, you know, this is also, yeah, this is nice. Weekly volume imbalances. Quite possible. Got some liquidity there. Are you gonna get to the end? Wait, why is the NWOG like not visible in the one here? Is it, or is it? Maybe I just didn't have it marked out. I gotta make it visible. Visibility. Oh, last 10. Yeah, I did like 9. 10. I want visibility. It's on all time frames, so it's kind of weird. It's showing up on the 5. Whatever. I have here this one. Let's see here. What do you guys think? Vote in the chat. Did we invert this on the 1 now? Yeah, and we're back below previous weekly low. You have another. When you have it stacked like that, though, you gotta look at both of them. Oh, that's a 30-second. Never mind. That's a 1. This is the 1. Inversion. Kind of very similar to this one up here, right? So I'll continue to like sort of tape read this and kind of gathering data on how that will deliver. Like here, it did actually come back into, tap back into it, right? See on the 1. Oh no, it didn't. It did on the 30-second, not on the 1. Okay, on the 30-second here, we're about to invert this lower one too. Let's see. Let's monitor. Yeah, we did invert it. Let's see. We did invert that. So let's see how the delivery goes. I'm very happy where I was like, okay, that doesn't mean anything. It's just when you have like such a bearish trend like today, you have to kind of keep that into account. Just wait for high time frames. It's likely not going to reverse the first like set during the session. Let's see here. So I actually then want to see the last time it took 12 minutes to deliver to that new target, which was new low day though. Yeah. And it was like from here. It's like for 30. Took 12 minutes for about like 30 handles or so. So from here to here is another, so 23 handles. So I'm interested in seeing, monitoring, since from this inversion to here, if it gets there, how long will that take? And essentially, like, where would you put your stop there? I mean, it's a very difficult situation. Because technically, it could come back into this midpoint, I would say. I would hate to like enter here, but stop like this. It's just probably not worth it then, right? Everyone on Earth would say I'm chasing. I'd probably put it like that. Not in this trade, by the way. I'm just like, again, kind of just tape reading and seeing things, how they end up going. So that's like a 1R, a little bit less actually, but it's probably likely to work out, you know? Even if it's a 1R, I think that's okay. Honestly, I never take anything less than 1R. 0.9 here, but let me like think about whether that's a viable stop even. It could wick you crazy, you know. Let's think about this. Did it close it below this? No, so that's not even like a bearish breaker yet. So it could retrace into this BPR area, right? Yeah, I'd probably put it on this stop there. See, that's kind of just the theory is like if you're entering an inversion, you don't want to hold through a lot anyway. You're likely wrong. This is a balanced price range. What's this here? From here to here, what's the midpoint? Yeah, this is midpoint. We actually marked that out. Yeah, so that's good that I didn't. That's crazy. That's a crazy ass candle, not gonna lie. So that one would not have worked out. But again, you're shorting such a deep discount for something that's like 20 points away. Okay, well, that's good to just tape read how this one did work. This one did not. And that's just how that goes. Okay, interesting. See how it closes there. This BPR. Honestly, though, it shouldn't have done all that. So it's quite likely it's going to end up being difficult. I mean, just gyrating lunchtime. We moved so much during AM session, yeah. We hit liquidity at like 10 and we continued. 10.50. Delivered to previous weekly low. I'm just thinking about the probabilities, like what do I think lunch session would look like? I don't know. Whether I think that it's going to be a large range, possible reversal, or consolidation. I think more likely I don't have to guess, really. I can just have alerts set. I'm hitting a weekly level, 15-minute. I'm still overall bearish. On the week, you know, or like the coming weeks. I'll end up seeing, unless like literally we come up here and have a crazy displacement up. So now in the 4-hour, I'm interested to see how this is going to close. It's more likely it ends up going lower, but let's see here. In the 5-minute came to that. Close below here. Honestly, yeah, you don't want it to come all the way back up here again if you're like shorting this. This close is kind of weird. It's not a lot to do there. See here? In the 5 ES, let's mark out that previous order block, right? And that's here. See if it ends up reaching there. Because it has been on the 5 pretty consistently reaching up. Here, here. Now it's this one. Tapped into the 5-minute there. It's on the 5. I do think NQ is sloppier, yeah, than ES. See this? The order block is honestly here. Or I mean, I guess this one. But you see how much cleaner it is on ES? Came to the midpoint, the CE of that weekly wick. It's a weekly level. Honestly, the best thing to do is wait. If you're bullish, it's best to wait for like 15-minute shifts minimum. Unless you're just scalping. That's just a different story, and it's just pretty difficult when the trend is like bearish. And it's the first day that it's really like that heavy. Typically, honestly, you can have 2 days in a row like that. I'm not saying typically, but I've seen, second day continuing, and tomorrow is NFP. And then you can have third day. Honestly, after 3 large down days, though, I typically do then look for some reversals. Just if you look at charts in general, you don't often have like 3, 4 in a row, especially if you're hitting a weekly level. Let's see here. It's been following this order flow. This is deleted ES, and like I said on ES, it has. I honestly do think that this is going to end up being the draw, unless further invalidated by like earnings or such. I think he's a little uglier. Yeah, I guess I could mark out this order block. The 15. This is the 15-minute order block here. And then it already did tap right at it, which is interesting actually. After it closed below it on the 15, this surge up higher. See that again here? That was at 10:45. Okay, cool. The thing is about this becoming an inversion, why I wouldn't really take this is on a lower time frame after hitting a weekly level, and sure, this is an inversion that could happen, but it's low quality to me because we didn't do it here, and then also it's just an inversion and like a discount. It could then come up and higher, but that wouldn't mean I would like it could just come up higher to reject from a different PD array because overall higher time frame is still bearish. Yeah, that's just the way I look at things. What happened here was just like kind of gyrating. I mean, it didn't hit that new low of day. Came all the way back up to this. Didn't hit this high either. It's like a wick. Yeah. Honestly, I should mark out the wick to the candle body. The most sensitive areas are the wicks for smaller body candles. They can come back up into here again. I'll like mark that on the GAN box actually. I use the GAN box if I want like CE, quick CEs, and I don't really care too much about the price level. So you just GAN box. That's not me using any GAN theory, I just hide, and this is my settings for that. Let's see. I'm trying to think about narrative right now, right? Reversals are unlikely, in my humble opinion. What you're gonna get probably is some stop runs and then continuations lower. Just the question is like what points of interest are you gonna use for those stop runs, Then you just look on a lower time frame after that, So slowly, it's in the ES here. Do you want to just like make an alert if it does come up into here? It didn't. This was fine for that. It's 2 of them. This is fine because that's a large body. This I actually do want to mark out, like I said, that feel like that's not straight canned line. Yeah. Yeah, it's very much staying in this 5-minute. Wicking it again. It doesn't mean I think it's going to be a quick reversal down lower, though. Let's see. You could come back and gyrate here. One. Yeah. There's not really any indication to go short there. This inversion. I mean, this is not getting inverted on the 30-second. It's a 5-minute point of interest, and you can go look to the 30-second. For the scalpers out there, right? That's how I align time frames. I'm like, okay, with an hourly point of interest, I'm okay with taking a 1-minute shift. If it's 4 hour, I'm okay with 5-minute, but ideally it's the best cases is like 4 hour point of interest, 15-minute shift, and that also creates 15-minute point of interest, like a fair value gap. And then when you come into that area, there's a 1-minute shift, and then then that's like the highest RR scenarios. But those happen maybe 2 or 3 times a week, 2 times, 3 times, yeah. So then be flexible. Then if you want to be taking a trade pretty much almost every day, then you could look at other time frames, right? No catching falling knives for me. Okay, this, that. I do wonder, are we gonna hit this weekly volume imbalance? Vote in the chat. I don't know. I'm still I'm very intrigued by this price action, right? The stream's going a little longer, but I'm just intrigued, I guess. It's like seeing this down here, the weekly volume imbalance. If 130 to 125 doesn't make a reversal, 125, then yeah, we'll see. I'm very much intrigued of whether we're going to get here during lunch hour or so. Or like maybe by 12, like soonish. I don't know. For right now, it's holding this, gyrating. It could come up into here again. What's up? Let me read the chat. You guys are so funny. Don't analyze too much, boss. My assistant says, don't analyze so much, boss. You may end up trading these conditions. That's funny. No, I think it's good to just watch it, and I'm forging some discipline as well. Let's see. Live chat. Look at the 4-hour liquidity. 15-second. Let's go. We need to go to the 15-second. Catching a falling knife is retail thinking, not algorithmic like price books. Honestly, I think you need to lighten up a bit. Some of you guys definitely need to lighten up. I did want to say though, today's the last day of the month. It is the last day for the MyFund Futures sale for the milestone promotion. They're doing 25% off their 25K milestone. And that is like straight to funded. You get goals, and then you get to the profit goal, and then essentially you get paid out percentage after that, right? So just want to let you guys know, I got the 150K milestone. All my other accounts are 150K experts. I just like having larger drawdowns, but this is a cheaper option. And they're doing 25% off. They're not going to do that again. What did I want to say though? Oh, what's the best part is that it's a static drawdown, $1,500. So if you make money, it's not like moving end of day drawdown after you. But I do advise smaller sizing then. Let's see here. Weekly volume imbalance, you guys. I forgot. I wanted to ask you guys to vote. You guys think we're going to hit this? It's an end walk and a weekly volume imbalance. I wonder. I think it's likely. We're not having any shifts to the upside. Very lethargic. It's just a matter of how we're going to deliver there, really. The 15 here. Yeah. Let's see here. Day before NFP, honestly, had fun. It's a Halloween. Let's see. Today's 31st. See what's up on Twitter. Put on your goth gear, yo. Buy the dip. Shape dump fast. Tanya, you asked about information about healing in regards to your eyes. Thank you. I don't know if it's you could heal. I think that's I don't think you can make your eyesight better unless you get like LASIK, but that people debate that too. You can do like eye exercises, but that feels like straining. I'll look into it though. Mood. Oh, cool. Someone shorted right at the first presentation gap. Nice. Presentation gap. Here, let's see. Let's put a time limit. Do you guys think we'll hit this by before 11:50? This is when the next macro is. I feel like it'll happen before. I shouldn't say my opinion. Then people copy me. What happened to yes or no? You trade, most people say they don't trade crude oil and gold. Cool, slay. I prefer indices too. Is Tanya a goth mommy today? That is a good one. No, I'm a ninja trader. Start poll. What is it called? I don't think like you could have blonde hair and be goth. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. People get offended. I don't know anything. Let me think. Gosh, every time I go to do a poll, oh yeah. Because I get distracted by something someone says in the chat. And honestly, that comment was highly distracting. Will price reach the NWOG by 11:50? Yes. No. Honestly, that could be a place where I'm not going to say anything. Where we have SMTs, turtle soup reversals, whatever. BS. Whatever you want to. I honestly don't love turtle soups. I actually never had a turtle soup in my life. I think I've had crickets. Yeah. No. I had silkworms. Honestly, it tastes like peanut butter. Interesting I didn't come back into the order block. I mean, we did hit it once here. Then we made a lower high. Now what? We're just gonna like bleed. Let's see here. Pause below this. Didn't take out really liquidity, but gradient inversion, again, not really the one type that I like to see. Kind of like a slow grind there. See on the 30-second, I guess. Because it's a 5-minute point of interest. 30-second structure break. That's not a breaker because it didn't take liquidity. This is an inversion. See if it ends up closing below that 30-second inversion or not. Again, yeah, honestly though, yeah, this is where it closed this inversion. It's not with a displacement, not quickly. Yeah, that's definitely why I don't care about that one too much. This one too, you see, it didn't close it, so we can gyrate more back up, go, etc., etc. See here. I am interested to see if we hit this. 56% say yes. Let's see. Is chat behaving today, by the way? I think mostly. Someone said I'm Elmo? No, they said emo. Okay. I'm Elmo. Tanya trades, your parents should be proud of you. They are proud of me, actually. Tanya, do you backtest still, or is live trading enough for you now? Also, do you journal still or don't need to now? I also haven't been backtesting because live trading is enough for me, and I've watched the candles every single day, but it is good practice. / I don't know, what I would do backtesting for is trading the open. Like, trading the first 15 minutes. Anything new, or like if I were to try crude oil or something. And then what's another thing? What was the other question? What was the other question? There are 2 parts to that question. Oh well. Testing. Oh, journaling. Yeah, I always journal. Is that vodka? No! Saratoga still water. It's lit. I like this water. Not all water is equal, but New York tap water is still good. But I'm not drinking plastic water bottles anymore. I'm drinking glass. This was two for $3, actually. Surprise. Good deal, because typically I think that's like, it's honestly 3 for 1 or something. Mountain Valley. I'm gonna talk about water for like 10 more seconds. Mountain Valley Stillwater is another one I got. It was like $4, but I got it because I want to blind taste test different still waters: Saratoga, Mountain Valley, and Aqua di Pana, which I feel like that one's really good. That's the one from Italy. And then maybe Evian, if they have glass bottles. Let me know in the chat, are there any more glass bottled water to try? I should get a reverse osmosis filter. I'm looking into that. I am looking into that. But again, I told you I do not love setting things up, setting up contraptions, setting up the TV, setting up my phone, setting up my wire situation here. You guys would roast me so bad for my wire management. Honestly, can I like hire a TaskRabbit to do that for me? I need to look into that. Like those people that are like, we're organizers. I might look into getting one to like organize my closet or something. Honestly, I just do not have the time. I do not like doing that either. Yeah, this, that. Yeah, and this is like very slowly coming down to here. And it's funny how it's kind of doing it in the same way as this one. Let's see, is it going to reach new low of day? Or is it going to pause? If it pauses, it makes an equal lows, then I'd kind of be happy for later. But let's see here. Is there any more? Yes, I can hire someone. I just need someone to take care of the wire situation. It's like, okay. But I have like, it could be a lot better. You know, I just kind of do things like, okay, it's good enough for now, and I'll figure out later. Yeah, this is very new low day for NQ. See here. Back again twice into here. Yeah, there was not really any kind of clean trade there, like I said. In my humble opinion. This was very iffy coming back down into here, I would say. Unless you wanted to just take this short on the 30-second, or like there is a 30-second here. But again, that's very iffy. Kind of gyrating this much in here. Definitely would spook me out. Let's see. That to here, 42. And this, where did it, 30-second, where did it actually close below? Oh, it did here, not here. Interesting, yeah. Let's see how, like, it did quickly go there. Let me see. This. Kind of just compare candlesticks. Here. Here. Yeah. Not really clean type of delivery like that. New low day. Did ES make new low day? No. Did it make new low day here? No, neither of them did. And then, oh, you had an SMT at the highs. That is something I probably should have noted better. Yeah. Previous weekly low, new low day, NQ now. It didn't hit the weekly volume imbalance yet. But this is probably something I should have noted better. Just gonna journal that. The 30-second, it broke below a low here. No SMT. Still though, here you are shorting it in a. See, discount. Even just like from here to here, shorting here would actually be in a discount. It's kind of interesting. It did displace, which is okay though. It did displace below 50% there. Yeah, I'm just gonna journal that. What would have that been like? I just taken a new low. It's just a 1R. If you're looking for this, which I probably would want to hold for this, but I would look to see the reaction there. It did close below it, so that's very weird. Interesting that it didn't continue there. Okay, that's like a 1.5R for that full target, but you're during 11:45. Let's see, is it going to hit this by 11:50? Most people voted yes. You're officially in where? But minerals are not good. There's so much debate. Isn't it funny how we can have debates about water? I love it though. That's what I love about the world. You're you gotta be a little open-minded too, yeah? I would say I'm open-minded. I think people, especially traders, that are like, oh no, that strategy would never work for you. It's never gonna work. That's trash, whatever. It's not being open-minded. Also, that's being scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset also is feeling FOMO. It's like because then you feel okay. you're feeling as though you won't find a trade for your model, essentially, if you have a scarcity mindset, if you're feeling FOMO. But if you're confident that I'll find another trade this week or next, whatever, then you won't feel FOMO. Or I'll find another trade later, whatever. It's not that simple, but can be if you remember to, you can write that down, have little statements on your desk. I have a lot of reminders on my desk, actually. I don't have the logic statements, but I'm so used to it. Oh, I have this. It's my afternoon. Let's see, guys, are we gonna hit this? It is kind of crazy. You're getting these crazy, like, to move down to it, right? Took quite a while. So what time do I trade? Typically, I'm going over the time here, but I'm just honestly really interested to watch price action and see if we're going to hit this volume balance on the weekly. And then perhaps we get some SMTs. I don't know. I'm just very interested. But typically I'll trade from 9:15 to 11:15. What is this here? Okay, I wanted to do that, and then I wanted to put on the NWOGs, apply indicators to entire layout here. Yeah, we're below it on ES. Quite interesting. We just tapped into it. You guys, chat was right. It's before 11:50, and we did deliver. Slay. I thought so as well. All right, that's a slay. That's cool. But that's a very difficult hold. See from here. And also, I honestly, seeing this large fair value gaps, a lot of times, that's why we end up staying there a long time. And I personally just don't like trading when that happens. I'd rather have a quick little move like that. So let's see, 28 bars, 28 handles took how many minutes here? Took 16 minutes. Okay. But from here, honestly, if you tried this short here, you would have gotten stopped. But this one would have worked. So it was like 2 out of 3 or something. But again, you gotta be super careful of those inversion setups near the lows. Let's see here. And ES did not make a new low day. We'll end up seeing. I'm gonna give it, honestly, some time. This could end up being a larger time frame SMT, or maybe, or for now, for a retracement back up. I wouldn't say it would be like a bullish structure shift. I mean, it could end up, you never know, but let's see. Yeah, now you have resting liquidity there. It's a weekly volume imbalance, though. I remember that one day when something similar happened, and I'm not going to take this. It's the day before NFP, but I'm just super interested in this price action. ICT literally took a long. Well, first off, it was after the SMT and after some push up. I believe it was probably on the 15-second. Probably. I mean, I think he trades with his chart on the 15-second a lot. I think it's almost entirely now on the 15-second. It's so funny because when I started watching him, the 1 minute, it was on the 1 minute, and it was always super and I thought that was a very small time frame because I think I was trading with 5. Yeah, you see, it's still, there's no SMT. It's still bleeding lower. No strong reaction there yet. So it does seem like this low resistance liquidity I mean, low resistance liquidity run could end up getting purged, especially if this gets closed below. You know, it could be just one of those days where you don't have a lot of, you have very shallow retracements, right? Which is what we've had. Very shallow retracement here. Here. See here? Yeah, ES hit new low of day. Still bearish, still bearish. What's the move so far today? That's quite impressive. Since like Asia, I think we moved by like 446 points. We're down 2.5% on NQ. Quite the push lower. I'm gonna see how today ends. I personally want us to, yeah, doesn't have to close below this, but like close below 50% of this. Maybe we do end up getting some retracement back up there, whatever. I don't really care. But I'm gonna be looking for, depending on earnings also, today's close, us heading towards this. And on ES, on the weekly, it's stacked like that too. Or there's equal lows. I think it is on the weekly. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Happy Halloween, you guys. And yeah, I'm a ninja trader. And how much? Barely a wick on daily. Yeah, so what did I want to say? Stay safe, everyone. Happy Halloween. I will be streaming NFP tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. And yeah, love you guys. Happy Halloween. Stay safe.